rápido. Deja tu celular aquí en mi escritorio. Okay. No, en un minuto. Okay. So, clase, todos necesitan un lápiz. ¿Qué puedes regresar? Gosh, how do you work this thing?
I thought your bowl went out.
Oh, there we go. Okay, it's miraculously working, so I'm not going to tweak it. So, okay. Dang it.
Yep.
Okay, fire hose. I'm debating.
Go
back and sit down.
He made me feel bad about this class.
Yeah, he came to class without his
He
backpack.
made you feel bad
Hang
about
on,
this
Kate,
class.
this is yours.
He took down
Kate
my
told
whole,
me- Kate
my whole
told me that
body.
Kate told me that I know Spanish well.
Okay. So, clase, por favor, escribe tu nombre. Okay? We are not going to be able to get through all of these, and we're not going to today. We're going to start off with your story. Okay? Dipstick. Okay, so es la primera hora. Okay? Es el cuento de la primera hora y es el cuento de la tercera hora. So you guys can compare them and read them and see the differences of what your stories are emerging. So, please listen, Ice here for just 1 second. Okay? So the way this is going to go is we are going to read your guys' story all together. Okay, this is your writing. This is someone from this class wrote this. Okay, and so we're going to take it, we're going to read it together, and then we're going to change the voice. We're going to do what's called a horizontal conjugation. We're going to try it. And so let's start by reading all together. Número 2, clase. Todos leyen, por favor. Everybody read. You all have your own copy.
Which one are we on?
Número 2. Okay?
Is that us?
Sí, es tu cuento.
You did it wrong.
I spelled
You
name.
typed my story wrong.
Where did I type wrong?
It's Von Hara.
I know I did. I changed that on purpose. Yes. Okay.
Wow.
So-
You're making me look bad.
Oh gosh, this is right though. Both ways are right.
I
I did that. I did it on purpose. Okay. So here we go, clase. Leemos juntos. We're all going to read together on the count of 3. Uno. Reading number 2. Dos. Tres. Hay un chico. Se llama Juan Doe. Él es gordo, perezoso, guapo y rico. Juan Doe es un estudiante de la universidad. Él va a la escuela para hablar con su profesora Juanita. Ella es una modela. Después de escuela, Juan y Juanita van a la biblioteca. Van a usar drogas. I know!
Why would you go into the fair?
That's all we got. That's okay. We didn't have enough time. So,
Like 2 minutes.
we didn't have a ton of time, so that's just a start. Muy bien, clase. Muy bien. Okay, so now what we're going to do, you all just became Juan Doe. We are all Juan Doe. So say, I am Juan Doe. I am Juan Doe. And we're going to change the end of the story because we don't use drugs. And I was like, oh shoot, but oh well, we're going to change that just a little bit. So, what I want you to do is we are going to go through and change the story as a class. This is our first horizontal conjugation. So it's basically we're changing it from being a he did this and he said this and he did this to an I am, I did this, I do. Okay? So let's start at the beginning. We're going to start with the first sentence. We're going to go through one by one, and we're only doing number 2 today. Okay, so, clase, hay un chico. ¿Dónde está el verbo? Oh, there we go. We could change it to say what, Eva? Soy un chico. So everybody go ahead and write on there. Soy un chico. James, ¿qué significa soy un chico? I am a boy. Right, muy bien. Okay, soy un chico. Se llama Juan Doe. Oh, good. Me llamo Juan Doe. Me llamo Juan Doe. Él es gordo, perezoso, guapo y rico. So where? Instead of saying LS, well first what does LS mean, clase? He is. Good. So we want to change it to say I am. So we're going to use the same verb. And we're going to say what? Soy. Soy gordo, perezoso, guapo y rico. Soy guapo. Okay, so let's have someone on this side of the class help me out with the next student. Juan Doe es un estudiante de la universidad. Where would you change it? Lynn.
You change the one that is soy.
Yeah, sure. Cuando to soy. So we have soy es un estudiante.
No, take out the S2.
Take out the S too. Because what happens if we have soy es? What is soy first?
Then I am it is.
I am, and then it is, right? So we just want soy. Soy un estudiante de la universidad. Okay, let's have, Savannah, will you help me out with the next one? We have, él va a la escuela. And we want to change it to say,
Would be M. I don't know.
okay, so first, what's él?
He.
He. So we want this, él va. So, ¿qué significa él va? We-
I would
He-
just take out the L and the bottom.
Okay, hold on, wait. So if we have él va, let's think about this. Él va a la escuela. ¿Qué significa él va a la escuela?
Like he
Here you
goes.
go.
He goes. So we want to change it to say, I am going. So what's our verb? What's the verb?
Va.
Here.
Va. Here is the verb va. Okay? So how do we say, I am going, Savannah? You know it.
Boy.
Not soy. Soy means I am. Good. So we're using ir.
Boy.
Voy. Yes. Good. Muy bien. Okay, so voy a la escuela, right? Does that sound better now?
Yeah.
Maybe not better, just correct for I am. So we have voy a la escuela para hablar con su profesora Juanita.
Me.
Good catch, con mi profesora. Juanita, ella es una modela. Sounds good, right? Is it talking about Wando at all?
No.
No. Okay. Después de escuela, Juan y Juanita van a la biblioteca. So would you say yo y Juanita? So Juanita y yo. So think about it. Do we say I and James, or do we say James and I?
We say James, and that's it because James is
No, James is with me right now. James and I, right? We don't say I and James, right, clase? So en español es igual. Juanita y yo, right? Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, so Juanita y yo. Now, let's look at it. Okay, whoa, slow down. Yes. Juanita y yo. So Juanita y yo is now our subject. So van, ¿qué significa van a la biblioteca?
Say vamos.
They go. Just I heard someone say it. So they go. They are going to la biblioteca. So what's that? So how would we change it, Colton? So it said Juanita y yo van, or Juanita y yo what? Juanita and I. Well, if it has Juanita y yo van? Yeah, it would be we. So it would be vamos, right?
Yeah.
So, muy bien. What happens, clase? Ice here. What happens if we have Juanita y yo van a?
Then
Yeah.
it's
So it doesn't make sense.
me and
And
That's
then
what
I,
they
and
do.
then it's like they.
Yeah, Juanita and I, they are going, right? So now if we have Juanita y yo vamos,
we are going.
Juanita and I, we are going. Okay, so does that sound right, clase?
Sure.
Juanita y yo vamos.